The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show
on Original 106.
10 most annoying things about the housing market. Are you in the property ladder, Emma?
Yes.
Are you, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go then. Number 10. Trying to work out what your house is worth. You do it every day.
Yeah, especially when the neighbours go up for sale.
Number 9. Not being able to pass an estate agent or ignore the local paper's property section.
Oh, you can't, can you? Always check, look for something in your road.
You just wonder. 8. Watching those TV fillers, Place in the Sun.
Yeah.
Place in the Country.
Yes, I'm terrible. I always watch those.
Place on a sink estate. 7 most annoying things about the housing market. Monthly predictions that the boom is over and that a slump is coming. That's been going on since 1992. Number 6 most annoying things about the housing market. By the way, the peg here is that the Bank of England dropped their interest rates and mortgage lenders put theirs up.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is genuinely very annoying. Number 6, experts who describe a slump as a correction.
A correction of what?
They do. And they also talk about the property ladder.
Yeah.
You want somewhere to live. You are not getting on the property ladder. Number 5, the boards that go up everywhere. They are the equivalent of that tatty bit of A4 paper that you get on the back window of a rust bucket saying for sale.
Yeah.
Except the house board doesn't have the price on it.
Yeah.
At least the guy with the old Metro's got the grace to put 900 ONO. On his for sale site. Why don't they put the house prices on the board?
Suggestion.
A month later, then you get those awful sold by an advert for the company.
And they're up for it. That's all it is. Number 4, most annoying things about the housing market. Making an offer, which is very stressful, isn't it? Or getting an offer if you're selling.
What should we go in for? What should we go in? Oh, well, he's do this. Let's do a few £1,000 under. Oh, no, we don't want to scare him off.
Such a game, isn't it?
And it's ridiculous. It is not British. We don't do it for anything else. Not really. Only TV presenters on that show, on that TV filler. Number 3, mortgage news. you do get it. And you know, like I was saying, the peg for this, the Bank of England rates go down, but banks put theirs up, and it remains one of the great mysteries how that can be. So that's number 3. Number 2, estate agents, their descriptions. They are responsible for the fact that a bathroom that you can get to from the bedroom is called ensuite. It's a bathroom that you can get to from the bedroom. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know? And it suggests that these bedrooms are suites. And they're not. They're bedrooms. Okay, that is very annoying. And this is so. Okay, the most annoying thing about the whole housing market thing is finding out how much the house that you sold 7 years ago is now worth.
Yeah.
Because for some reason you find yourself going, well, if we'd kept that, I'd have been able to afford an Aston Martin. But it doesn't work like that. But you still delude yourself into thinking that you've given up on you've got rid of a bargain.
The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show. Back tomorrow morning from 7.
On Original 106.
Everybody wake up.
The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show.
On Original 106.
Now, are you a psycho to be? All of us have our moments. If you get a chance, driving along or at home, it's a multiple choice thing. 5 questions. You just have to answer A, B, C or D out loud as we go along. So, right, strangers annoy you, A, when they are rude, B, when they are silent, C, when they are invisible. D, when they're on your left.
I'm not sure which is worse out of C or D.
Well, I think that this first question, how are you doing at home? What about you? I think any of those, depending on the mood I'm in.
Okay.
This is the important thing, that we're not constant.
Right.
And late on a Sunday night when we've had to lay out our clothes for the morning. Yeah, you know. So, strangers annoy you, A, when they are rude. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no
I
problem
say
with
yes.
that. So, out of
I'd
10
go
for
with
that.
A.
Yeah, go on, 10 for that. 10? 10 out of 10 when they're rude. When they are silent.
Because can be annoying.
You know, you buy something in the one stop, there's that pin moment.
Yeah.
The pin takes ages to go through in the one stop, doesn't it?
Got really old technology.
And you're quite used to them saying something, just by the way of making conversation, when they just stand there.
I don't like that. I like to fill in the gaps.
My point. We noticed.
But how How many goes at conversation do you have before you give up, before you get the silent treatment?
Well, if they are clearly not wanting a conversation, then I just let them get on with it. But I do find that annoying as 7. When they are invisible, and I've never actually had that.
Does that mean you can hear them but you can't see them, or?
Well, you suspect that that the person behind you on the bus is aware of you, but you turn around and there's nobody there. I suppose that would be very annoying, but since it doesn't happen to me, and when they're on your left, I think I know what I mean by that one. It's when you want to be annoyed by other people, because you do sometimes want to. Don't you want to find other people annoying?
Just want to get
for
someone
God's
annoy me.
sake.
Try it.
I'm going to go 5 on that one. Okay, second one, and then we'll take news headlines and travel. 2. So, you wear gloves. A, when it's cold. B, in your dreams, but hey, only gloves. C, when you're driving. Or D, when the radio tells you it's time to avenge. No, seriously, I don't like gloves. Any gloves, apart from Wicketkeeper's gloves. That helps. But I don't like gloves. Do you own any gloves, Sean?
Gloves, A&C, driving and when it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you own,
definitely.
how many pairs of gloves have you got?
I've only got the 2.
Yeah, woolly ones?
They're nice. They're woolly, but they've got a nice kind of leather grip, so you can hold the steering wheel.
You wear
What?
you actually wear driving gloves.
They're not like full-on driving gloves, but they
You don't look
have
68.
practical driving elements to them.
Emma?
Only ski gloves.
Yeah.
So,
Well, again, it helps, doesn't
yeah.
it? Okay. I find gloves pretty strange. I like to have my hands free. I can't see the point. There's so many things you can't do in gloves.
You
Like
can't
what?
pick stuff up properly.
Of course you can.
You can't.
You can't type on a keyboard, I give you that. But that's
Yeah.
about it.
That's bad enough.
Yeah. And you lose one.
Yeah, you never lose both, do you?
I've got 4 gloves, but no pairs at home.
Sean, have you got a pair of the mittens without the fingers? I can see you in those.
Now, you see, I think they would be very useful. See, when you're out on a story and you've got all this recording equipment with you, you've got to press buttons and stuff, I could use a pair of fingerless gloves.
Yeah, but you can't resist going into in this life, one thing counts in the bank. You put them on, and straight away, I'm reviewing the situation.
The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show. Back tomorrow morning from 7.
On Original 106.
Everybody wake up.
The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show.
On Original 106.
What we're doing is coming up with new formats for Saturday morning television, and one thought is something along the lines of Dead or Alive, and Sean Emma has investigated, away from our prying eyes, 4 or 5 celebrities,
okay.
or well-ish known people, and we have to decide whether they're alive
they're
or
dead, yes.
dead. And you can play at home, obviously, just not
Okay.
for money.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ted Rogers of 321 fame.
Totally alive.
I've got no idea who he is, so I'll say dead.
Yeah. Okay.
He's dead.
Is he dead?
He had a heart attack a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
Shame.
Obviously.
Captain Peacock. Actor
Captain Peacock.
Actor Frank Thornton.
He's still alive, I think.
Tommy?
Dead.
He's alive. He's 87.
Good for him.
Because I think they wheeled him out when John Inman went last year.
Oh, right.
Whatever it was.
Put so nicely, Sean.
Thanks.
Fats Domino. Oh.
He's got to
dead.
be, isn't he?
Way
Heart
dead.
attack, I would have thought.
Seriously dead.
Oh, he's still hanging on in there.
Is he?
Yes.
Domino is?
He is. Yeah, he's still hanging in there. I
How old
thought
is
he
he
died
now,
in the New Orleans floods. Oh, but no, but he's
I'm looking at Sean, and Sean is looking
My
at me.
sources tell
No
me that
idea.
he's still alive.
Oh, okay.
Now, Falco, who wrote that wonderful Rock Me Amadeus, Amadeus.
Dead, otherwise you wouldn't mention him.
You're astute.
Yes, go on.
Dead 40.
I've never heard of him.
40?
Yeah.
Only 40, yeah. Final one, Stuart Hall.
Oh, he's way
Stuart
alive.
Hall's alive, isn't he? Yeah, he's
Totally
He's
alive.
on Radio 5 every week, I think, isn't he?
He is. As indeed is this format on the Simon Mayo Show.
The Tommy Boyd Breakfast Show. Back tomorrow morning from 7.
On Original 106.
Everybody wake up.